my first screen here is probably my favorite screen on the sentence correction portion of the GMAT, which is the word which. So the word which can only modify the noun that comes directly before it. And in this situation, it's sandwiched up against either the saline content of this bay or the bay. And I don't think either of them is actually robbing the oysters their flavor. I think it's the fact that the saline content has been altered, and that is the thing that is robbing them of their flavor, not the saline content itself, but the fact that it's changed. So this is not properly modifying the noun or noun phrase that comes directly before it. It is modifying the idea that the saline content has changed, and that's not acceptable with the word which. So it's inappropriate as a modifier. Looking at our second screen, so A is out here. Looking at our second screen, parallelism. Anytime we see the word and, we're looking at parallelism. And when we have a word like and, the word that comes directly after it indicates to me where the parallelism began in the first instance. So and, or words like and, conjoin two parts of the sentence together. And so we're going to look at answer choice B here. And it would rob. Okay, we're looking for something parallel to it would rob. And obviously, I don't see another perfect structure like that, but it appears to be parallel to could alter and it would rob. So it could alter and it would rob. That's not appropriate. We don't want this extra word it here out of nowhere in the second instance. It would have to literally have that in the front to be parallel to the back. So that's going to get rid of answer choice B there for us. We would be better off if we had and would rob. So it could alter and would rob would be much more parallel. I also don't love that comma there. Typically a comma and is not a good thing. And this is definitely a situation where I don't feel like it's necessary. You only want comma and in a few situations, one of which is if you're like, I like to run, comma, swim, comma, and ride my bike. And so it's like, I like to swim, run, and ride. Or if you have a double conjunction, and we've talked about this in other videos in the lesson, but double conjunctions essentially like, I like to read books and magazines, comma, and watch movies. I like to read and watch, but I like to read two things. And when you have a double conjunction like that, you could have a comma and, but here I feel like it's unnecessary. Looking at D and E, we have robbing the oysters there of their flavor and making them smaller, comma, less distinctive, comma, and less in demand. I feel like D is pretty good. You've got the parallelism around smaller, less distinctive, and less in demand on the back end there. Those are like three attributes. They're three adjectives describing the oysters. The oysters are smaller, they're less distinctive, and less in demand. Versus if you look at answer choice C, it says, and rob the oysters there of their flavor, making them decrease in size. This is like an action. So decrease in size is not a parallel sort of structure to the rest of it, which is less distinctive. It would have to be something like, we would have to have something like making them decrease in size, making them lose distinctiveness or something. Like you need an action there. So that's not parallel. And that's going to remove answer choice C. And then looking at answer choice E, robbing the oysters there of their flavor and making them decrease in size, we get the exact same problem. We have the decrease in size. I do prefer the robbing to the comma and rob in answer choice C as well. But obviously between D and E, we prefer answer choice D, which has that nice parallelism on the back end, versus E where we have decrease in size. So answer choice D is our correct answer here.